Yo, what it do, what it do, what it do. It's been a minute since I made a video on this bitch. What's going on? It's your boy Professor Pitters back at it again. Trying to get to these markets, trying to get active, trying to get some of this money. We did catch these buys over here this morning, looking to this zone. Looking at GJ right now. Based off the weekly analysis, we had the weekly was consolidating, trying to break bullish out of consolidation zone. If price action is breaking bullish, we need to close above 158, 230. Now that's way up here. Looking at it from a weekly standpoint, take a little time to get up there. But trading the intraday time frames, the daily, 4 hours, 1H. Hold on one second. Looking at the intraday time frames, we kind of in a sticky situation simply because this price action here broke above here, but it failed to break the ultimate highs based off the daily time frame. So, yeah, I was looking for a price action to short on a smaller time frames. I was looking for the short again from about right here, but it didn't pull back. What I'm looking for now is strictly buys, strictly buys. If it break off in short, then I might hop in the short, but for the most part, I'm looking for buys, and I'm looking for buys because we're bullish on the weekly and the daily. I'm gonna go over all this here in a second, but if you blank the chart, how about to the weekly? What you see is price action pushed up into this weekly zone, running into this consolidation zone, looking left. Just reset that so we can see it. But yeah, popping into this little consolidation zone right over here to the left. So I think that's why we stalling and playing around on smaller time frames, but on the higher time frames, as we can see, we are struggling to break this high right over here, actually giving out a lower high. So, and these previous weekly candles were bullish. Current weekly candle is weak bullish. Currently creating an inside bar. So as you jump down time frames, reading that, you come down to the daily and you can see, what an inside bar actually looks like when it's on a smaller time frame, when you get more data, when you get more information. The way I would play this, like I said, bullish on the weekly, bullish on the daily. This is the last lower high that pushes into the high. So if price break this level, then I'll be, more inclined to take the shorts. I'll be like, yeah, let's go with the shorts. But since we're pushing up and we came down to this level and retested the top of this zone, we got a wick closed bears, but the next candle pushed bullish and it didn't close above the high of that candle, but it pushed up there pretty strong, So right now, it's pretty much a waiting game. Yeah. Just trying to see what price action is going to do, Yeah. We got to coming back from down here. Bullish uptrend, high, higher low, higher high. Breaker structure right here. All earlier this week, I was looking for shorts. Simply because we had on the smaller time frames, I was looking for shorts. Simply because we had the breaker structure here, but as you can see, shorts never played out. I think I took two smalls. Dynamic risk. I know I said on the weekly I wouldn't take shorts until we broke this level down here, but on the smaller time frame, it's the setup because we broke structure here. The last higher low that gave you the new high because we broke structure right over here. The shorts had a possibility, the high possibility of playing out. And as you see, if I would have waited till price pulled all the way back where price action initially broke out from, the shorts were there. You could have definitely made some money off of that move there. I didn't take the short start. This happened pre-London. Initial move pre-London, and then continue on down throughout the London in the New York session. So I trade the Asian. So my activity or what I'm looking or when I'm coming to the markets and looking to get active is right over here in this area. So shorts didn't set up. You got some fuckery going on right here, but price continued to push bullish, and then it finally shorted off, and then price action from this is Monday is straight bullish. You do got this little bearish engulfing candle that did break minor structure on smaller time frames, but ultimately, I think we still should be looking for buys off GU. It's a delicate situation right now, so you'd have to take your trades at your own risk. But going back to the analysis, when I looked at this over the weekend, like I said, weekly consolidated, trying to break bullish. The daily had bullish price action. Week opened over here. When I'm speaking of daily price action, bullish daily price action, I'm talking about this price action right here, making higher highs and higher lows. On the 4H, the 4H was looking more bearish than bullish, simply because, like I said, I saw this break of structure, and the ultimate move is once you see a break of structure, wait for the retracement and potentially get ready for the next set of shorts. On the 1 hour, like I said, all this price action here haven't happened yet. So pretty much what I was looking at was go back to come on, stop playing. You know, when I came to the charts, play one more candle. Go back. Too far right up for you, Brad. Okay. So when I was looking at this over the weekend, this is what price action looked like. You know, we got the daily bullish, making higher highs and higher lows. We got a small time frame structure break. Um, got my son in the background watching Google Gaga or PJ Masks or something. But the 4H looked more bearish than bullish because of the structure break. And I said, okay, oh, this ain't right. It can't be a weekly one. Yeah, that's the weekly one. Why is this like that? Something ain't right with this. Let's reset the chart. This look weird. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's because I replayed it. I'm about to say, what the hell? I'm tripping. This is over the weekend. Yeah. Okay. So this price action played out, looking for the retracement. We're looking to see where price potentially was going to bounce off from. So in the beginning, I kind of started out with a field setup. You know, this is a drop, straight high, straight low. Looking for a 50%. You know, kind of saw, and the way I read fields is you price action is pulling back. When we hit these particular zones, the 0.382, the 50, the 618, the 70, the 786, when price action hit those particular zones, what I'm looking for is the continuation to start now shifting and breaking structure. And when you go down to the 1 hour time frame, you can see a little bit more information. Okay, price started up here, dropped all the way down here, then you got the bullish climb back up. So when we hit the 382, did sellers jump in and start breaking structure? No. So that's not your selling zone. And, you know, as it's going live, you know, you just get kind of wait and see. Do you got bullish or bearish and go from candle back to the downside? Does price look like it's starting to shift on the 15-minute to go bearish? If that ain't, if you don't see things like that, then potentially your shorts aren't there. Okay, so price keeps climbing. When it hits the 50, do we shift structure? Are we closing below major structures that sent us to the that pulled us to that level? And as you can see, you don't see that yet. So continue to push up to the 6.8. Do you see structure shift? No, short's not there. So you just continue to wait. And on Tuesday, once price hit his final spot way up here, you saw the shorts come in. And so what I would have been looking for was a structure shift based off of the field play. So that ain't it. Bam. You know what I'm saying? It didn't close below that structure, but you see price action starting to go back to that higher low that pushed us into the high. Drag the field all the way over. And now you can see, you know what I'm saying, price action bouncing off to 70, pushing up to the 786. If price closed below here, close above here, definitely start looking for the shorts because it ain't going to happen. But yeah, like I said, this took off into London. I don't trade those hours, so missed trade on a smaller time frame. You definitely have a setup. I call it 3-step drop that would have gave us the entry to see. 3-step drop that would have gave us the entry to see how to get in. I could possibly cover that here shortly, but I just want to kind of go over, you know, my field play and how I actually use it. So we're looking for the shift, we're looking for a close, retest, and then drop again. Drop home, boom. Bam. Ooh, no entry. Ooh, no entry. So potentially would have had to been looking right up in here because once that thing fell on out, it just fell. On the 15-minute, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna highlight this area over here so I can show you my 3-step drop. 15-minute, and I usually look for it on the between the 15 and the 30 to see price action was bullish, using this field, pushed up into a zone. We're pushing higher, making higher highs and higher lows. We know it's bullish, should be taking buys until price tells you otherwise. 3-step drop, first rule, price shifts the structure. No longer making higher highs, and we start breaking smaller time frame structure that pushed us into the highs. Second rule or second identifier to look for, a strong positive retest that does not break the area that sent you in the direction you're looking for the trade to go in. So in this case, we're looking for shorts. So price broke bearish, price retested, did not break the high that sent us to these lows that broke structure. And then we're looking for a continuation move to break the low of the rule / step number one. So step one, shift the structure. Step two, a strong positive retest, no wicks. You want to see candles closing bullish back towards the level or the area that sent you where you was going, and then you want to possibly get ready to get active. You could potentially, take shorts from here. If you active during the London and you watching the charts during the London, then potentially as you say, okay, price retesting this structure where we broke out from, I'm gonna go ahead and hop in. But kind of cowboyish, but you live how you live. But as I would have started to see, the area or step number one, zone being broken, I would have been ready to hop in somewhere right up in here. Even though the actual low is way over here, I would have been looking as soon as this candle's low would have been broken. Market execution trade, get in and let it ride. I would have had stops above my retest because I said, okay, well, if price fails to break this low way down here and it comes up and retests, it's possibly going to keep going bullish at this point. But it didn't. It kept going, and a 3-step drop worked out. So that's how I would have been looking for a setup on based off of field play from the previous impulse move that was bearish, retrace, and then drop again. Ultimate target would have probably been way down here, but yeah, I mean, if I was actually sitting at the chart and just seeing it keep dropping, weak bullish prints, probably would let it run all the way down there. And that's pretty much it for that. But overall, going back to the analysis from the week or from the weekend, 1 hour. Jumping out to 4, so you can see a lot better. Like I said, price action was based over here. What these notes are based off of. Would like to see price action break bears to grab liquidity before pushing bullish. This move right here, this move right here would have been that move that we was looking for price to come down and grab all the liquidity from this choppy, what I would call corrective price action, correcting this impulsive move to the downside right here. So price drop down, grab liquidity. Like I said, if I was at the charts and ready, potentially have a buy right here and try to catch it back to the upside. Wouldn't necessarily like to just put a buy stop right there because you don't have, or buy limit right there because you don't have any confirmations that price action is actually going to go back bullish, except just that zone from looking left. But if I was at the charts or had a buy limit there or felt like being risky, based off of the zone, stops below, we see how it worked out. Oh, stopped out already. Price action pushing back bullish. So potentially going to try to buy again based off this lower here looking left. And now price action is pushing up and going bullish into where we at now currently in the market. So this price action right here actually did break this high. I took buys above this level into this top zone here. Quick little 20 pips in and out. I knew it was a strong possibility that we wasn't going to break this based on how we was looking on the weekly. But pretty much what I was looking for from the weekend. Price did drop down and stop all these people out, grab that liquidity, and then there's your bullish run back to the upside. So now what we got to do and we got to see is price action going to give us the setup for the buys, risky buy. We do see a shift of structure here, um, meaning that price could be getting ready to go bearish. If it's gonna go bearish, I think we should retrace all the way back up to the zone here and then short. But I'm just going based off of experience. What I'm looking for is a buy setup. So what I need is price to retrace back down to this level somewhere up in here and then shift structure and go back into the highs. Um, let's check out some of the other analysis we had. See what usually look like from the weekend. All right, so the weekly analysis of UJ. Weekly was bullish, possibly leaving the wick to fill, possibly leaving the wick to fill, possibly retesting supply zone. That's going to be all this information right over here. Daily is bullish, currently retracing price action. So that's all this information here. 4H is bearish, so that's retracing, currently creating a lower low. That would have been this right here. Should wait for a lower high before getting active. That would have been your lower high. And then you could have got active with the shorts to the low side. And you got to remember, all this right here was created before any of this price action here was right here on the chart. So this is just based off of me. These red boxes with the right writing is just based off of me reading what's going on with this price action here. So if I was watching UJ, if I trade UJ like that, I really don't. I just watch it for confluence with GJ. Because as you can see, it ain't really too correlated right now, but usually they do line up. Usually GJ and UJ structure looks really similar. Right here, let me see. Don't look too much to say. But if I was watching UJ, could have got active. High, lower low, or shit. High, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Currently creating lower low, so that's what I saw. Waiting for the lower high before getting active. That was it, and it tanked on me. 1H was bearish, just closed below previous support, which is right over here. Definitely want to wait before deciding to buys. I put that deciding to buys because all this price action right here is bullish. It is setting up to show you some shorts, but yet again, you particularly are going against the trend simply because this is the last higher low that pushed you into the high. So taking shorts is a little bit riskier than sitting and waiting on them buys. If you was actually waiting on the buys, you would have price come back down to the previous higher low that sent you into the highs and you possibly get active. But you'd had to have stops below this wick, and then it really didn't break any structure, pushing back to the upside. So if you know how to get active, you could have got in that way. Let's see what GU look like. GU weekly bear structure, bullish price action. Price action closed below or above previous lower high. Okay, so back over here, weekly bearish structure. I don't see that. Oh, maybe I don't know what to do. I might have broke that backwards. Bullish structure, bearish price action, because I do see bullish structure, high highs and high lows. Bearish price action is here. That's up the weekly too. So let me see. Maybe that's just what I was looking at. Bearish structure, bullish price action. Let's see on the daily. Difficult to mark due to choppy price action. If you mark up the zones based off the weekly, then you should probably be waiting for shorts. Price action open, it shorted, and then it took out to the sky. So that didn't really play out. 4H delicate situation could possibly create a double top against structure, which we were looking at right here and right here. Or could break through the zone and create new highs. We got a double top action. We got the retracement. Didn't break any structure. So if you were in shorts from this top zone, if price don't break below this lower high or this higher low that sent you into the highs, then you probably want to secure some of them probably going to turn around on your ass and go bullish, which it did. Let's see. Already starting to show on the 1H. This is what I was talking about right over here. Need to close below 35 or 357.17. So that's why I had the possible sales below that area. As you can see, they played out, but price action didn't break structure. They went back bullish. I was looking at this sometime Sunday, maybe Monday. I put level, hasn't created a new high just yet, so can't count it as a higher time frame, higher low just yet. And basically what that means is just reading structure, high, low, higher, high. You couldn't really count this as the new higher low simply because this price action did not break these highs right over here. So based off of the daily. This was our extreme level off the daily. As the high, this is our extreme level for the low off the daily. So price action can do whatever it wants in between the zone until those levels are broken to confirm your trend. So price action broke the high. Now price is still going bullish. Let's see what AU look like. This is funky too, because I was looking for buys on AU and got smacked. What's up, baby? All right, so on the weekly, we had bearish price action. This is the weekly open over here. Should be on right now. Weekly open. Weekly open over here. Current structure is lower high, then should be looking for new lower low. Oh, we're talking about right here. Okay, if current structure right here is the lower high, then we should be looking for a lower low. If FIB used from previous bearish impulse of bullish price action has already smacked the 50. So this impulse here, this pullback here from last week's price action had already hit the 50. So we should have been looking for structure to shift. What made me take the buys right over here is because we closed above my continuation buy zone. So I was looking for the buys. Let's see the daily. Bullish structure, bearish price action, bearish push hasn't broken major bullish structure on the higher time frames. Bearish push hasn't broken major structure on the higher time frames. So looking at this right here on the 4H bearish structure / price action delicate situation though, because bullish impulse closed above previous lower high. This bullish impulse closed above previous lower high right over here. So delicate situation is based off of this breaking structure right over here. Should definitely just be setting up and waiting for the buys. I got into early. The buys did play out. As you can see, high lows right over there. 1H based off 4H bullish impulse should wait to see if price action creates a new higher low that pushes for a new higher high, or if price break the lows and just continue bearish. Right. Yeah. So what that means is based off the 4H bullish impulse. Oh, this one right here. Yep. Should wait to see if price action created a new higher low, which it did. I didn't wait. I got in early and got smacked. That pushes for a new higher high. It tried, got smacked again, came back down, respected. So this should have been the entry for the buys. I repeat, this should have been an entry for the buys, not this one. I got nervous, price is going. I was like, ooh, there you go. Nope, smack. And I think I did pull stops way up because I saw price get up here and the bearish print and all that. So stops weren't as big as it was just on there, but this should have been an entry for the buy simply because you got the higher low, no new higher yet. So we have to wait to see if this level gets broken, close below. It did not, so should have got active. That 3-step drop worked for the bulls as well. Let's go ahead and highlight that area. And then let's point out the 3-step drop. All right, cool. So if you were sitting and waiting for the buys, first rule, 3-step drop, price have to shift the structure. Bam, shifted. Positive retest of the area where prices came from. Oh, did not happen. No trade. So you would have to find a different way to get in. Or if you took it from over here, let's see, push, break the structure, retest area where we just came from, and then you'd have to see. So probably not would have gotten active right here because you would have been waiting for this high to be broken. Pull back again. If you were watching it, higher low, low, higher low, higher low. If you were watching it and said, okay, well, we pushed up, we broke the structure, we pulled back. This low here did not give us new highs, but as we pull back down, if we don't break this low, you could get active once the structure shifts. As you can see, this small time frame, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Boom, this big ass engulfing candle right here broke the high over here, and we broke this high over here. So continuation as price pulled back here, you could have got active here or right here, and then just let that thing eat. So yeah, it's there. You just gotta wait, be patient, look at the charts, read the charts, set up the charts, study the charts, and you can get paid. I think that's pretty much all I got for this one right here. Pretty much what I'm gonna be doing is waiting for GJ. see what's going on with GJ. I like to trade GJ because it does get active sometime during the Asian. GU not so much. UJ kind of, and then AU get active during the Asian session sometimes. What I mean active is it'll give you some good setups. Some good setups to get active on, catch some quality pips. At least you should use it at least a good 20. So I'm gonna mark this up real quick. I need to reset these on, but open. Open. Like they get active on the game on the start to fall asleep. All right, so where I use this, let me see, NY high, this bag right over here. So the NY high and then the NY low. So the first thing, let me go back. NY low, right? Come on, bro. Stop playing with me. NY high, NY low. So the first thing I'll be looking for to see is the Asian going to continue this little bearish trend, or are we gonna push bullets? So the first way I determine or figure that out is see, okay, which structure based off of the previous sessions is price action trying to break? Is it trying to break this low or is it trying to break this high? Asian session just opened like an hour ago, so you ain't really got too much data off the 1 hour. So you go hop down to the 15 and see what's going on. And right now you got a bunch of nothing. We see price action have pulled back to kind of like a 50% level of this NY range. Excuse me. High to the low. You know what I'm saying? We can pull back to the 50 or this NY range. So now you got to make a decision and say, okay, if price start to break this 382 and come back down, could we take the shorts and not get clapped and target the NY lows? And then wait for and then take the buys based off of that, or is price action gonna get active and push back and try to retest this NY high? So it's pretty much a waiting game right now. No structure shift, no engulfing candles, price action real choppy. It's not really showing much. So at this point, I just sit back and wait, or switch to like AU, or just sit back and wait. Nothing too much on AU. I do got this little imbalance overbought area right here. Price could correct before going back bullish, but I like to stay and watch GJ more than I would switch over to AU. So that's pretty much all I got for this one. You got questions, comments, concerns, drop them in the comments. Holla at your boy. I'm out.